All right. So we're moving on to the black stripe. So the black stripe at the brown belt level. Now, everybody has an idea. Now, I don't have a partner here to work with, so I'm gonna cover a couple of key things that we want you guys to remember when you're practicing your self-defense. The good news is, 90% of you guys, or if you're even remotely close to testing, you know this, because this is something we practice a lot, because self-defense is very, very important to us here. We want to make sure that the self-defense applications are used during the class, so that if anybody were ever to grab you or try to hurt you as an advanced student, you guys will be able to defend yourself. So that's when I'm going to cover a couple of key things. So the cross-arm wrist grab. So that's one of the first ones you do. So start from here, your hand goes out, somebody reaches across and they grab it. So a lot of times we bring the circle around and we try to grab a wrist. It's a big mistake. You don't want to make your hand make a circle. All you're doing is you're making it in 2 steps. So again, this hand comes in, 1. Then as I turn my hand, I'm going to take this foot and I'm going to step, 2. So again, watch again. So I bring my hand in, 1. As I turn, 2. So my whole body is going to do it. Now notice when I step from here, look how close my hand is. It's really close to my body. I'm going to keep it close to my body. So that even when I step forward, boom, see how close it is to my body? It hasn't gotten away from me. Now I've got a hold of his arm, and this arm is here, so that way I can push down. And when I push down, all I'm doing is I'm dropping my body. I want to use my body as leverage to drop all the way down, so that way I can do my elbow, and then my elbow strike. All right, so again, that's a really important thing I want you to focus on. Bring it in 1, step and turn 2 all at the same time as this hand comes across, and then you drop down, elbow strike, elbow strike. The second one. Now the second one is a lapel grab. It's a little complicated, especially to talk about through video, but I'm just going to kind of show you what it looks like. So if somebody grabs your lapel, so if somebody's grabbing your lapel and they're really threatening you, so whatever arm they're grabbing you with, you are going to use the other arm to reach across. So, it sounds kind of complicated. So let's say I'm grabbing you like this. So I've got you right now through the video. I have just grabbed your lapel. I am using this arm right here. You would want to use this arm to grab my hand. Does that kind of make sense? So if I grab you like this with this arm, you're going to use this arm to grab my hand. And again, when you grab my hand, you're doing it just like this. This is actually kind of cool because you can see exactly what your perspective would look like. So again, you're bringing this hand across. You're turning my hand over. Now, if you were to take your pointer finger and then rotate it to me, rotate it like this, what's happening here, you're rotating my hand just like this. This is going to really start to hurt all throughout my forearm. So again, from here, if I grab, you're grabbing my hand, you're rotating it up, again, taking your pointer finger, and you're going to try to rotate it and point it to me. So you want to turn your hand just like this, kind of like you're turning a doorknob. So again, from here, if I grab with this arm, you're reaching across, you're grabbing my hand, you're twisting it up. So you want this hand to be straight up and down. Straight up and down. Don't overturn it, keep it straight up and down. And again, you're trying to take my fingers and point them up to me. Try to take my finger and point it right at my nose. That sends a lot of pain throughout my forearm. All right, so again, that's kind of the best way to explain and practice it, especially through video. But what I want you guys to remember is don't overturn. Don't keep turning. Make sure you turn it enough. Don't keep it here because, again, my wrist is going to bend. The idea is to go here because it doesn't bend very much here, especially going back this direction, and it'll hurt a lot more. All right, once you've done that, make sure you step back, twist, and then once they tap, that's when you're done. All right, so have fun practicing that. Don't practice on mom or dad unless they know you're practicing on them. All right, you guys have a great week, and I'll see you guys back in class. Remember, we'll be back in class on September 6th. It's a Tuesday. Be ready to rock and roll. Can't wait.